Current edition, 7th, of the Unification Model. Novel and essential points defining the model of unification of cosmic levels. This unified cosmic model encompasses both physical and certain metaphysical foundations which are considered necessary to achieve a comprehensive, yet simple and profound, understanding of the consistency and essence of the cosmos. The present section offers a concise summary of several fundamental principles that redefine the essence of cosmic structuring, while also introducing the thematic scope of the work in which the core elements of this model have been developed. In order to clarify the paradigm shift implied by this framework, the following basic principles and postulates are presented. 1. Complementarity of gravitational and magnetic forces. Gravity and magnetic forces are interpreted as two complementary manifestations of a single cosmic energy that permeates the entire universe and from which matter, particles, atoms, orbital systems, stars, and larger structures, emerges. These fields are simultaneously complementary and antagonistic. Gravity operates concentrically, acting from the exterior toward the nuclei of matter, whereas magnetic fields originate within the nucleus and are emitted outward toward the periphery. This outward projection generates positive magnetic orbits that sustain the satellites of orbital systems. In essence, both are expressions of the same cosmic energy, initially directed toward the nuclei, as a centripetal force, and subsequently emerging from it to form magnetic fields, as a centrifugal force. In the figure, concentric gravitational fields and lines toward the nucleus, which create matter and bind it together, forming material nuclei. And magnetic fields emanating from the nucleus, which, as they rotate, construct the positive orbits that attract and hold satellites in orbit around them. 2. Reinterpretation of gravity as the cohesive nuclear force. Gravity, understood as a centripetal force directed toward the nucleus, is responsible for the creation, cohesion, and compression of matter within atomic and cosmic cores. Within this model, such a function corresponds to what is conventionally referred to as the strong nuclear force, thereby proposing a unification of these interactions under a single conceptual framework. In this case, 2 and 3, Einstein's deformation of space by the action of matter is not considered correct, but is interpreted only as a spiral deformation of the gravitational and magnetic fields created around the material nuclei. Space and time are more primitive, basic, prior, stationary, and invariable. On the other hand, the gravitational and magnetic fields existing in that spacetime can be deformed in a spiral by the rotation of the orbital systems. On the other hand, the small deformation adjustable by the formulas for Einstein's postulate, as seen, is irreconcilable for the very high value of gravity near large nuclei like our Earth's. 3. Origin of magnetic fields and orbital structuring. Magnetic fields and forces emanating from the nucleus, combined with the rotational dynamics of the system, give rise to stable, stationary magnetic orbits. Each of these orbits possesses a positive electromagnetic character, enabling the sustained organization of orbital structures. Figure: rotating orbital systems with compact, amorphous nuclei without well-defined particles. Rotating peripheral magnetic fields, creating positive orbits to capture and maintain orbiting satellites. Rotating gravitational fields that create atomic valence shells. 4. Tendency toward orbital system formation. All accumulations of high-density energy exhibit a natural tendency to organize into orbital systems, comprising a central nucleus and surrounding orbitals or satellites. This structuring serves to balance the internal energy density of such systems, atoms, stars, galaxies, etc., aiming to approximate a total contained energy analogous to that of the cosmos as a whole. 5. Hierarchical structuring across cosmic scales. The cosmos is organized into hierarchical levels or scales, e.g., atomic, stellar, galactic, within which the same fundamental elements, physical laws, structural patterns, and dynamical behaviors are reproduced. This principle establishes a strict equivalence between microcosmic and macrocosmic domains, forming the basis of the unification proposed in this model.